Good morning, everyone. It is so great to see everyone. Good morning. I am excited for today. Today we are finishing up the COR5FIT 5 foundational skills. And we're going to go over kind of how to start that, what that looks like, tracking of it. And I'm super excited. So let's dive in. So the first thing is I'm going to show a PowerPoint slide that has a challenge card on it. And this way you guys can see what it looks like. If you want a copy of it, email me at admin@core5fit.com and I will send that over to you. Eventually there will be a link in the description that you can click on. But let me show you the COR5FIT challenge slide. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. So here is the slide that has the different aspects on it. So you can see your God time is in the middle. Each circle allows you to track against it. So there's 30 circles. So as we've talked about, each of these has a component with it and then a bonus. So for our God time, it's really getting that 30 minutes of quiet time alone with him a day. And then the bonus is having 15 minutes of that be first thing in the morning so that he can speak into you and refill your day. The next one is sleep, get that 7 to 9 hours a night. The bonus is sleep within 30 minutes of each night. And we talked about why that's important on our sleep day video. So, and again, you can see the Bible verses that are associated with each of these just to help instill that in your life and really ground you in the word with what you are doing. The water is 1.5 of your body weight in ounces a day. Bonus if you get that 16 ounces in within that 30 minutes of waking up, first thing in the water to really flush out that system. The next one is that nutrition. Track everything that you're eating and drinking, everything that you're putting in your mouth so you know exactly where you're starting at. The bonus is if you calculate calories and portions. Last but not least is that movement, 30 minutes of planned activity a day. And then that bonus is if you can write down your heart rate at the end of the activity, and that helps you really see kind of what is working your body and what's not. So that is the template that you can get. Here is what it looks like filled out. And so this was a 30-day challenge that I did. I filled in the green if I got the challenge part. So in this case, all those greens meant I got 7 to 9 hours of sleep. The stars are that I got to bed within 30 minutes of each night. So you can kind of see this month I was really struggling with my movement. I didn't do anything until about the last 10 days, but it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And I'm happy with the results of the way I finished this, even though starting out didn't look really great. And that's the beauty of tracking is you can really see where you need to focus. I ended up having to get accountability to have someone help me get up. This was a while ago, but it shows where you're lacking and where you need more assistance or you need to ask somebody to come in beside you and help you. So that is a little bit about the 30-day challenge. You can start that on any day, and it's really just 30 consecutive days to track how well you're doing at each of these components. If you're brand new to health journeys and you're just getting started, pick one of these. Start with your God time and just try and get that 30 minutes in a day, because that will really help you build that foundation to want to move on to each of the other components. That is the 30-day challenge slide, and I am excited for that. The next thing I want to talk to you about is if you are going to start this challenge, you want to have a baseline of starting. And a scale, while it's great, you can get on the scale and find out exactly how much you weigh and what that looks like from a number standpoint, but it's not the only way to do it. Another great way is taking pictures. Not that you have to share them with anyone, but I promise you that in your journey, you're going to want to see where you started. You're going to need those pictures for motivation at times when you don't feel like the scale's moving. That those pictures are going to be super beneficial. So take the pictures. There is a way to take pictures that maybe I'll talk about in another video, or you can reach out to me and I'll walk you through the 4 different angles of pictures and the best way to capture what's truly going on with your body. The next one is measurements. So I brought a sewing tape measure. And what this does is it allows the tape measure to be wrapped around you so you can measure different parts of your body. So there's, when you take measurements, unlike the scale, it will take into account the way your body is looking and feeling, and not just the weight that it is. So there are a few different spots to start with. I'm going to read them for you. Your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your bicep, your forearm, your waist, your hips, your thigh, and your calf. And by doing that, you'll start to get measurements so that in 90 days, you can take them again, see where you're at. I've had a lot of people tell me this is super helpful when that scale doesn't seem to be moving, but they can see that they're losing inches or half inches or full inches or multiple inches from any part of their body. And that makes them feel like they're truly accomplishing something when that scale number does not move. Let me know if you guys want a video on how to measure all these. I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments that you'd like to get a measurement video and I'll help walk you through it. The next piece that I want to go through with you guys is body fat. And there's a couple different methods. The one that I normally use is called the Jackson-Pollock method. And it will measure both your lean body fat and your body fat. It uses a caliper. So let me go this way. And you, sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off. It uses a caliper and essentially it opens and closes and you pinch certain parts of your body. So there are 3. One is the fatty part of your thigh. The second one is the right above your hip bone where that fat tends to hang out and collect. And then the last part is the back of your tricep. And when you measure those 3 pieces and put them into apps or tracking, it will tell you what your body fat percentage is. And that, again, is another way to use your body and not the scale. None of these are tried and true, going to be specifically exact, but they all work together to give you that baseline and that starting point. So that is what I truly recommend. When we talk about the scale is hard because 1 pound of fat is the same as 1 pound of muscle. And so when you think about just the fact that they both weigh a pound, that scale may or may not have the change that you'd like to see. The healthier way to lose weight is to not lose all your muscle in the process. It's going to happen when you're overall losing weight, but the goal is to not lose it all. And so if you think about a pound of fat is about the size of a grapefruit. And a pound of muscle is about the size of a tangerine. And so when you think about those, even though it's a fat, that is really where you see the difference on your body. Another thing that people think is you cannot actually convert fat to muscle. The building process is different. So you actually have to lose fat and then turn around and build muscle. It just doesn't convert over. Muscle at rest burns 10 calories a day, while fat at rest only burns 2 or 3 per pound. And that's why the more muscle on your body, the more that you need to eat. Even though the weight is the same, the composites of the different body structure is different. And so it makes a big difference. The next one is you can't choose where you remove fat. It doesn't work that way. So you can work on your abs all day long, but that doesn't mean that the fat around your abs is going to be displaced first. Everybody's body composure is different, goes back to us being unique. And so you can't choose where the fat comes off your body. You can choose where you add muscle, and that's working those different muscles. So if you want bigger biceps, then you would work your biceps. And another tip trick is that to have fuller looking biceps, you actually want to increase the look of your triceps as well, because it will make your overall arm look bigger. Just a fun little tip. But you really can choose where you add muscle, where you can't choose where you lose fat. So the last thing I want to leave you with is the the way the scale looks. So when you talk about losing body fat, each pound of fat is stored with 3,500 calories. So if you think about what you eat, in order to gain a large amount of fat, you'd have to take in 3,500 calories every day over what your calorie intake needs to be. So when we talked about the nutrition day and what that calories would look like, that really makes a big difference. And so when you get on the scale, 2 days later or 3 days later and see that you weigh 2 or 3 pounds more, don't freak out because it's not fat. Unless you ate almost 18,000 extra calories, there's no way that you can gain that much in like a 4 or 5 day stance. So that scale really has water weight attached to it. It has just different components of your body that are not necessarily fat in that fast a time frame. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. But that is where I will leave you guys today. Email me, get that tracker so that you can start today and see kind of where you need more focus, where you may need some accountability, where you may need some help. Subscribe so that you know when I go live next, and like and comment on this video so that and share it with your friends so that we can get more people to start their health journey centered on God instead of all of the worldly things that we've got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.